Hey everybody, excuse the attire, I'm without a car today. Wife needed my car since there's in the shop, so I didn't bother get changing today. Been working inside and I thought I'd take a little break and come outside. It's still kind of warm, breezy, but I need to get this cleaned up. I already shut off the water to it. That's what I like with my little beds here. I can shut off one bed, get it cleaned up and ready for the next crop. And we've eaten most of it. I've taken some and fed the worms, and I've taken another batch of fed the neighbors' turtles. And we still got some good lettuce on there, so I'm gonna keep this to take in the house for later. But try to get all these leaves off. They're gonna go into the recycle bin out front. I'm going to pop out these empty ones. And then I'm going to have a lot of clay balls floating around, but I'll get those later. Just kind of show you the roots in here. There's a little brown in there, a little brown dust from clay pellets. But you can see the roots. I'm going to try to pull them out one at a time and then clean out the bed later. Whoa, look at that. Just gonna throw it down here later because I'll take it all apart and reuse the net cups later. Yeah, these were ready to come out. The roots just kind of rip apart. I'm gonna probably do this video in bits because I'll probably do a little bit, get it draining, and I'll go back in the house. And this board is warped a little bit down, but I think with the beams in there, I can reuse it. I won't have to make another one yet. See, what I'll do is just rip all the roots off, and I could give that to the worms too if I wanted to. They'll eat all that, and I can pull out that chunk. And then I'll just basically, I'll probably rinse out and I'll probably bleach them so I can reuse them again. Yeah, this batch of lettuce, this was mainly iceberg. It lasted, I want to say, a couple months. You have to go back to my videos to kind of see when they were planted. I think the worms will like the roots. And I'll take all the clay pellets here. Everything can be reused. I'll put the clay pellets in my bucket over here, so I can reuse them down the road. I do need a bigger worm bin because I put some lettuce in there today and it's just a worm bucket. So what I'm also going to do after I take this off, I'll wash that all off and disinfect it. But air bubble's still going on. So I think it's the third valve up. Yep, turn off the air so somebody else can use it. And I'm going to try to, the icky part is, reach here and grab a bunch of the roots. There's a lot of roots floating around. So what's going to happen is when I pull this plug, a lot of it's going to go down the drain. I wish I had a filter on there. I could probably do, 1 second. I'll put a filter bag over there and try to filter a lot of the roots don't go down in there. I don't know how I'm going to do it. just unscrews the riser there. And I'm going to put this, I guess the suction just kind of holds it in there in place. Kind of wants to suck the whole thing down there. Maybe I should have used a larger one. And it's collecting a lot quickly, so I'm going to have to move it around. And just wait for the water to drain. I might cut some of this out of the final video, because doing this, filtering the water, is making it go a little bit slower. That's why I don't want in the sump tank, if I can avoid as much as I can, so it doesn't get into the pump. Well, I'm going to shut the video off and let this drain, and when it's done draining, we'll clean everything out. Maybe if I just, since it's a small sock, shove it down there, let it go like that. Looks like the bin kind of deformed when it was full of water. I don't have any supports underneath this one, so what I'll probably do is make some supports for this one, and when it's empty I'll probably maybe screw it in place on the sides here. Okay, now that it's all drained out, well, mostly all the water that can get out of the drain, I'm just going to wipe all the gunk out. Use the water that's in the bottom. I can use a hose, but I prefer not to. I mean, a little bit of chlorine is not going to hurt, but I might take a chance. This is all fishy poop that's gotten through the system. So what I'm probably going to do now is just kind of I'm going to get some of it washed down, but let the sun dry out the little bit of water that's left. I mean, I can sit here and squeeze and sop up the water with my rag if I want to. I mean, I don't have to get it crystal clear clean. You can see some of it's going back down the drain. Not a big deal. I got most of the hair roots out. This is just fish poop going back in the system. The big roots out. So I'll just kind of let the sun do the rest. It's cleaned out now. I'll reach over here. I washed this thing off. It needs to be wiped a little bit better, but I rinsed it off. Got the roots out. I'm gonna get these little beams that I bought, put across, and it will sit in the sun and flatten itself out. So I need one here. I might look to see if we got little strong ones. These are still a little flexible. You can see the warpage there, but I'm gonna put some weights here. Oh, I gotta go underneath the valve and put the air stone back in. Under the valve there. I'll just put some weights on it to kind of get it flattened. The sun will take care of it. It will flatten out a bit. Use another weight over here. Here's my pipe cutter. And I'm going to try to reuse this for one more harvest. But it's ready to go. I'm not having water in it, so I don't really need to plug up the holes. And like I said, I'll probably wipe this down a little bit better later. But, and let me take this off the stand and I can show you. You can see over here, I still got plenty of room over there, and I have nothing seeded right now. So, but we still have all the lettuces over there to get to when they get a little bit bigger. We're still working on this romaine, even though it's bolting up. That's what's next to go. This will be the next tank I clean out. And but these leaves are still good, so we'll still be eating that. And once we eat these, we'll cut those out. But probably next week I'll clean this one out, and then the week after for this one, and maybe by then I'll be seeding this one again. But I'm debating on just doing lettuce on these two because they get the shade most of the day. You can see already the sun is directly overhead right here and sunning this up, and as it gets hotter, it's gonna be 90s today, the lettuce do not like it. So I might make this something else that's a little more heat tolerant. So I might not use these. I might do something else. I might make this a ebb and flow, or whatever you want to call it, fill and drain. And when I clean this one out, maybe make this one into a lettuce doohickey. Because again, it's right in the middle of our system, so it's going to get shade most of the day. So that might be a plan if I would have thought about it earlier. Otherwise, I'll have to put another shade cloth over the end here to give this more shade. And I'm debating right now, because like I said, it's getting the 90s. We have a breeze here, but even underneath the shade here, it is kind of warm. So I might be thinking about putting misters up here soon if it starts to get too warm. Anyway, this video was about cleaning out the DWC bed, so I'm going to end it with that, and talk to you guys later. Hope you have a good week, and hope you have fantastic gardens going. It's summertime now, so we should get lots of crops going. So I hope you have fun with your projects in your garden, and I'll talk to you guys later.